So in this session, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and just talk a little bit about how overtones work and why you want to use overtones and how to generate energy. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to talk a little bit about what kind of energy we're generating. With the body, we have what's known as electromagnetic energy. Electromagnetic energy is the energy that spreads around your body from the firing of your nervous system. What happens is when you breathe air, the air mixes with protein molecules in your body and it combusts, creating a firing which your nervous system is able to pick up, and this is how the heartbeat and the nervous system begins to generate the energy to allow us to move things. Really what you can think of is that as you breathe, and the different kinds of breathing that you do generates different kind of energy within the body, and that kind of energy is spread around the body but is also very, very influenced by your thoughts. So what I want to just cover is when you're generating the electromagnetic energy, it's all based on your breath. Okay? What generates electromagnetic energy is even breath. Okay? So that means that if this was your diaphragm, and your diaphragm is moving up and down, and you have this much space, well, you want to make sure that you have the same amount of space when you move up and you move down. So you don't want to take a long breath and then out short, and then a short breath and out long. You want to be even up and down. It's called rhythmic breathing. Well, the didgeridoo is absolutely amazing when it comes to rhythmic breathing, because you can use rhythm to create the rhythm within your diaphragm, which generates electromagnetic energy. But you want to pay attention to the amount of air that you breathe out and the amount of air that you breathe in. So this is going to generate more electromagnetic energy if your breath is exactly even on the out breath and the in breath. Okay, so this is really important when it comes to healing in the didgeridoo, because when you're trying to heal with the didgeridoo, you must have a three-part. One is that you have to be able to generate the electromagnetic energy. Two, you have to be able to direct the electromagnetic energy. And three, you must be connected to love. Okay, because love is the most important part. So if we were to do a rhythm that gives us even breath, it would sound like this. So as you can see, what I'm doing is it's just a simple circular breathing, and you just keep the rhythm the same. What that does is it makes it so that when you breathe in through your nose, you breathe in always at the same time. And when you breathe out, you're always breathing out the same amount of air. This takes quite a bit of practice, but trust me, when you do, you will feel it. Okay, because the electromagnetic energy, as it gets growing in your body, it is something that you can feel. I mean, if you were to run a mile, well, you would be generating a lot of electromagnetic energy, but it would be used up by your muscles as you're running. Well, in this particular way, what we're doing is we're generating electromagnetic energy, and we're not using it in our muscles because we're not moving. So we can use our mind to direct the energy. So the way that we do this is that what we have to do is we have to use our visualization. Okay, so as you're breathing, and when you take the breaths in and out, you begin to imagine a ball of energy being created in front of you. You can imagine the ball of energy being created in front of your didgeridoo, in front of your body, or you can bring your dream hands in front of you, and you can imagine that you're visualizing your hands and you're generating energy inside of your hands as you're doing the breath. Okay, so as you're doing that, you want to be able to feel the energy. You want to be able to see it. If you can't see it through your visualization, then you can use your imagination, and that will work just fine. If you imagine that the energy is there, and you can feel that it's there, it will be created. Okay? So you do the circular breathing and you generate that energy. And as you circular breathe and get good at it, you'll see that different types of rhythms and different types of breathing, long and short, will generate more or less electromagnetic energy. So then the next step is what you want to do is you want to make sure that you use your overtones. Okay, so this is when you're passing the energy into somebody else's body. Okay, so the person